Hello everyone in Facebook land. Oh, there's my little partner over there. We have been pretending like we are Old West cowgirls today. Because sometimes we have to have alter egos, is that how you say that? To motivate ourselves to do anything. So today we are cowgirls. And I'm going to refrain from the cowgirl accent right now, Hazel, while I talk to everybody in Facebook land. I know. It's so lame. But we have to do stuff like that to motivate ourselves to do homeschool. Sometimes we just have to be somebody else, be somewhere else, and then we get some work done. I'm a failure. I titled that this morning. It's not morning. Nope, not anymore. 37 minutes past morning, because I want to talk about humility. I am very competitive. I've always been competitive ever since I was a kid. I played in the boys t-ball league whenever I was a youngster because I really wanted to prove that a girl could do as good of a job at the sport than the boys could. I was very competitive in sports. I got really into the game. I got really mad when we lost, and I'm still competitive.
And that was awesome.
That was awesome. And I find myself being competitive. I find my competitive nature coming out in my motherhood. I don't like to lose. And when I walk around and I see laundry that still hasn't been done for days, and I see dishes that have been in the sink since last night and I still can't get to them, when I see those homeschool books over there that are scattered out, unorganized, and we've only gotten through one of them today, not even one, I get mad. I feel like I'm losing, and I don't like to lose. I get mad whenever I have to call on people for help, which happens often here with 5 kids, one with, severe special needs. I don't like to call on people for help because it feels like I failed. It feels like I've lost at the game.
Mommy!
Yes.
Laundry is ready.
The what is ready?
The laundry.
Oh, the laundry is ready. Thank you, Titus. I cannot wait to see to see you grow older and be able to do it for me. That'll be awesome because you're very aware of that. But this morning, so I read a quote that I'd written down a long time ago, and it has just hit me in the face in such a great way. I posted it this morning if you read it. I'm going to read it again. No human being has the character to bear perpetual success. We need failure, pain, and dryness to break the power of our pride. The desert shows us our absolute need of walking with Jesus daily. I need failure. I need to be a person who can't get to everything. And as competitive and as driven as I am to conquer it, that's not what I need in my life. I need to be a conqueror, but I need to be a conqueror in Christ. I need to allow Him to be the one that gets the credit for any victory in my life. That's true humility. So, instead of letting these things that I fail at, and I'm using the word fail here as just to make a point here. I know I'm not a failure. Okay, I know that these little things are not, testaments of my character being a failure. I'm using it for emphasis here. But I need those little incompletions in my life. I need these little failures in my life to show me that I need Christ. So when I see those things, when I see the dishes piling up, when I see the homeschool that hasn't been finished, when I see that I didn't wake up at the time I wanted to wake up, I didn't, spend the amount of money I wanted to spend when I went to the grocery store, or I didn't get that meal out when I wanted to, or we had to eat out here because I didn't prepare good here, I need to welcome those moments in my life, because those little failures are so good. They break my pride. Because if I was good at all of those things, if I conquered all of those things on my own, I would be judgmental. I would be full of myself. I would be confident in my ability. And I wouldn't have a need for the Lord. So I'm going to read from my daughter's Adventure Bible here. This is the New International Reader's Version, and I really love it. I read to her from it last night, and I thought, I want a Bible, an NIRV Bible. So this is 2 Corinthians 12, starting in verse 7. And this is Paul speaking. I could have become proud of myself because of the amazing and wonderful things God has shown me. So I was given a problem that caused pain in my body. It is a messenger from Satan to make me suffer. 3 times I begged the Lord to take it away from me. But he said to me, my grace is all you need. My power is strongest when you are weak. So I'm very happy to brag about how weak I am. Then Christ's power can rest on me. Because of how I suffered for Christ, I'm glad that I am weak. I am glad in hard times. I am glad when people say mean things about me. I am glad when things are difficult. And I am glad when people make me suffer. Because when I am weak, he is strong. So that's my little word to you today, because it has encouraged me so much. And I feel like it's going to just transform my life. And none of this is brand new knowledge to me, but just the way God is revealing it to me is new. When I see these unfinished tasks, when I see these physical manifestations of my incompetency, is that how you say it? I'm gonna let it make me glad and not make me mad. It may be hard at first because I like to win. I really like to win. But I'm winning when I'm not winning. Does that make sense? I'm winning because all of these things are not a loss, okay? This is a crock pot from last night that's dirty. These dishes are in there from last night. That crib there's my finger, has been spit on, pooped on, several times, multiple times, and hasn't been washed in months, okay? My pantry's unorganized. My laundry's piling up. Those awesome chairs over there that I bought on Facebook, used, are so stained. They are like majorly stained, and I don't have time to get to them to clean them. But you know what? Every stinking time I see these things, I'm going to be glad, because it's going to be a reminder to me that God is doing something in me. And the rest of that quote that I was reading to you a second ago about humility, it said, humility is a lifelong process. It is a lifelong process. So I need constant failure in my life to break down my pride. So Lord, if you need to make me unsuccessful at home, in homekeeping and domestic affairs to accomplish your work in me, then bring it on. I'm going to be glad about it. So be encouraged, especially you mamas that are in your house, and for those mamas who are driven and very disciplined and aggressive and competitive. This is good. This is good for us not to be able to accomplish all these things. It is good to go to sleep with not everything done. Because if we had everything done, we would be not fun people to be around. We'd be very confident in ourselves and judgmental, and I don't want to be that person. I know you don't want that either. Love you, Katie. I'm going to read your response in a minute. Love you guys. I hope this has encouraged you. Keep fighting the good fight. See y'all.